Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
They're going and liking other girls' pics on Instagram. That's literally cheating.
What about grandmas or over 50 years plus women? Can they like the photo?
Honestly, she just can't be hot.
Can he do it in private that you will never come to know?
No. No, he can't.
But you will never come to know.
I always find out. A woman's intuition is the strongest thing.
A woman's intuition is the strongest thing, yet all you single mothers are out here walking around crying about how I ain't no good man and every nigga's out here doing dirty shit to me and now I got 3, 4, 5 kids and I need motherfucking government assistance so that I can take care of my kids and oh, food stamps just got cut. I used to get $800, man. That's intuition.
Women.
Like women love to say things about themselves that are just the opposite of true. Women don't have good intuition. Women actually have the opposite of good intuition. Women have an idiotic mindset. That's what they have. They have a stupid way of thinking. Because if women had good intuition, they wouldn't keep making so many of the same mistakes over and over again and then blaming the world for the mistakes they make.
That's true.
Y'all's running around letting people ram through you. You guys are having children by people you don't know. These women are damn near getting pregnant by men whose names they don't even know. So if they're trying to find these niggas, they couldn't even find them. They couldn't even find these men because they don't know them in the first place.
You idiot.
Y'all don't have good intuition. Women have never had good intuition. Women will never have good intuition. Good intuition is not a part of a woman's dynamic.
No shit, Sherlock.
Good intuition is never gonna be a part of a woman's state of mind. So I don't even know why they keep saying this shit, bro. Almost everything a woman does is proof that she has no good intuition.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
You watch a woman for 5 minutes, she will prove to you she has no good intuition.
Can you like other men's photo?
Yeah, because for girls it's different.
So what if he likes the photo with a woman who is cooking food? And he likes the photo and he shares it with you so you can cook that specific food that he likes.
Well, it just depends. Like, does she look like Angelina Jolie or does she look like Martha Stewart?
So if he sends you a video of a woman cooking food and he wants you to cook that food, the thing that matters is how the woman look. It's like, because this is my thing, right? This girl she's not ugly, right? But it seems to me, I used to think that the prettier a woman is, the stupider she is, or at least the higher the likeliness of her being stupid is. Nowadays, I'm like, she's all right, but she's not, like, you can tell she has so much makeup on. She takes that makeup off, bitch is a 6, okay? Realistically, in today's society, women don't even have to be bad to be stupid.
That's not an opinion, it's a fact.
They just gotta be women. In today's society, just being a woman is enough for us to expect that you're dumb. It sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Angelina Jolie, you think will sit and cook food? She did not cook food even once for Brad Pitt. That is why they divorced.
She's all about the double standards, isn't she? How much you want to bet she can't even boil an egg?
Men know, like within a month, if you're wife material. They know very, very quickly if they want to marry you or not.
A month? We know within like a few days.
A few days.
Like I said in the previous video, we just let you guys talk and you just tell on yourselves.
Yes.
And the boys can relate with me on this. You'll say one thing, and all of a sudden, the only thought that's running through our head is that this specimen of human will never birth children for me.
Yes, man. Y'all see that in my videos all the time, bro. Like, we just be here watching reactions and we just see the shit women say. We just let women tell on themselves, bro. Because women are so good at that. They're so good at snitching on themselves and then doubling down on their snitches by saying some more ridiculous shit.
She's out of her mind.
It doesn't take long for a man to know whether a woman is actually a good caliber person or not. Why? Because men actually look at, like, a person's personality.
Men! That's for damn sure.
One conversation is really all it takes. Some red flags you just can't come back from.
We know. Facts. Marriage is overwhelmingly unsuccessful.
Yup.
It is way more dangerous than skydiving.
Yup.
Yes, you die from the skydiving, but the chances of a catastrophic skydiving incident is like 0.0003.
Very low.
And one where you die is 0.00001. It's like very limited, the chances of dying from skydiving.
What do you think the chances of your marriage not working out is?
And that's why this whole thing's about to fall apart.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You be lucky if it's a 50 percentile, nigga. You be lucky if you flip a coin that's a 50%.
It's like very limited, the chances of dying from skydiving. Whereas the chances of divorce, again, 56% divorce rate. How many stay together who are unhappy and they just stay together because they don't give up half their stuff or for religious reasons or whatever? This is a technology with an unbelievably bad failure rate.
Yep.
More people die from marriage or skydiving?
Well, I think more people wish they were dead from marriage than skydiving.
No, I think more people probably die from marriage than skydiving. People, you don't understand how much stress can affect your body, bro.
Hey, Tyler, are you on your way to algebra?
Yeah, I'll see you there.
I have no doubt that a good chunk of the people that wake up one day and now they have a fucking tumor or a sore or something like that, a lot of that was brought on by stress, man. A dude's waking up every day having to go out, take care of his family, do this just to come back home and deal with an unappreciative dickhead wife. That shit will kill you over time.
This goes out to all our fallen homies, yo. Come on.
Hey, yo, real talk.
All right?
It just seems like a waste, right?
That shit will kill you over time, bro. Like, I promise you that.
I think most people's sense of self, many people's sense of self dies as part of an unhappy marriage.
So fast.
Like, it's not a question of will you die. It's that you're alive and not living your life in a way that's enjoyable or in a way that's authentic to who you are.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are doing that as a function of the choice that they made of marriage. And again, I'm not saying don't get married. But what I'm saying is, when someone says, I'm getting married, why is it impolite to say, why? Why?
Exactly.
You're about to do something incredibly dangerous that fails so much of the time. Why not just say, why? I'd like to, I'm not saying, why would you do that? It's stupid. I'm saying, why? Because most people's answer doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Well, because, I don't want to be alone.
You don't need to be married to not be alone.
That's not an opinion, it's a fact.
It's funny because I had this conversation with my ex and it was after we took a break and we came back together and she asked me about, kids and marriage and this type of stuff. And years prior, when we first went out, I told her that, I could see her being the mother of my children, right? And that I could see myself in the future being married to her possibly, right? And then after our relationship went through all the shit that it went through, and then after I had, been through my own personal situations with other women and this, that, and the other, I came to my conclusion where I was like, marriage is no longer something that I think I need.
Not even close.
Having a child isn't something I need to be married to do. And at the end of the day, I would rather pay a woman child support to fucking take care of a kid without complaining all the fucking time than I would to pay a woman half of my shit after her marrying me for 3 years and divorcing me, and then I still have to pay her child support because she just so happened to be a baby mama. And you know what I mean? Like, I told her that, I would rather treat everything like a business decision now, where I don't need to take you to the courthouse to marry you, right? If you want marriage, then why don't we go off to a beach somewhere, right? Why don't we hire one of our friends or a pastor or something? They can read us our vows, all this different shit, right? And then we're married. Why do we need to sign this paper that gives the government control over our relationship?
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
And when I told her that, immediately the look on her face started shifting. She started being like, oh, what? So what, you don't love me anymore? Or you don't believe in me anymore? I was like, no, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. I don't see the point in it at all. There's no point.
Right, yeah. Course.
There's no point in legally getting married to you at all. I don't need to legally get married to you to get any of the things that I want from the opposite sex, like connection, like children, like having you live in a house with me. Like,
think, Mark, think.
Wait, you have to get married to not be alone? Join a church group. I don't know. Join a baking squad. Join a softball team. You won't be alone. What does that mean? Well, I want to have, regular sex. Okay, I don't know that getting married is the solution to that.
It definitely
Like,
isn't.
it's not a guarantee of regular.
No. It's actually a guarantee of the opposite. The stats say after, and this is funny, the stats actually say after a few months of being in a relationship with a woman stops giving out. and a man stops receiving regular sex. And the stats also say that in a lot of relationships, this is what causes the drift.
No shit, Sherlock.
She's gotten the ring, right? And she's gotten the commitment, and she's married, and on paper, she's your wife. Now, a woman completely becomes a lazy bum. She doesn't need to give you sex. She doesn't even need to regularly cook. She doesn't need to take care of your kids the way you want to. She doesn't need to clean your house the way she wants to. She doesn't need to do anything whatsoever, because at that point, she already has the power. She knows that, well, at any point in time, she can leave you and take half of your shit, and she'll be financially stable. That's why marriage is actually the opposite of you getting consistent sex. If you get married, you should expect that your sex rate is going to drop drastically.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
They can probably have whatever I want to.
I don't know about that.
Nigga, you couldn't even get a monkey, bro. She couldn't even get a pig. Like, you couldn't get an animal to find you attractive. What the fuck makes you think you can have any guy you want it? Like, it's so weird, bro. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, bruh, you put her in a jungle full of baboons, them shit will stay clear away from that bitch forever, bro.
That's true.
Like, they would look at her like she was the Sasquatch, man, like she was Bigfoot. So I don't understand. This is the type of shit I don't get, bro. What do you think lying to you is going to do? Like, because you tried to lie to us, but none of us is falling for that bullshit. So now the only thing you're doing is lying to yourself. But what do you think that doesn't help you? That doesn't help you, Chica. Because you, better than anybody else, know that you is mad unattractive.
That's tough.
You, better than anybody else, know that nobody ever comes up to you trying to hit you up for nothing.
This level of delusion has to be studied. She's about as big as her ego.
How you doing? Hey, get out your face. Look, turn around.
She's about as big as her ego. Is wild.
You turn me down, though. You good. You can't even look at me first. Like, you gonna turn me down without even looking at me, though? What you say? I can't even hear you. What you say? All right, I respect it then.
She don't even look good. Like, her body is trash. I need to see her face,
turn me down
though.
before she even looked at me. That's crazy.
Maybe her face is cute, because I ain't doing none of that for...
It's all good.
I guess her face is all right.
What's up? I can't even hear you.
Nigga, I'm driving the fuck off, bro.
You said what?
How much is it?
So why did it matter?
Because it's cute. I like it.
Well, I appreciate that's why I got it.
She got no body, nothing. Get away from my car.
No. Where you going?
Nah, get away from my car.
Mind my business. That's where I'm going. Mind my business.
No, I am your business.
Nah, I'm good.
I am your business.
So what you want, though?
I want you.
For what, though?
Because I want you.
On the sidewalk, it says this.
It's so fun, but I'm not trying to, like, diss women, but I'm like, yo, if you're going to have the type of attitude she has, like, bro, at least... You gotta at least have body. You gotta at least have style. She doesn't have either of those, bro. Like, this dress is fucking ass.
That's not an opinion. It's a fact.
It's like, you got this from a thrift shop or something. Look at the sewing on the dress in the side. Like, this shit look like it's falling apart. Oh, shit. You got thrift shop gear on.
Come on now.
Your body is ass. Like, you got no ass. Right? I didn't mean her body's ass like she got ass. I mean, her body is trash. Like, she's got nothing back here. I saw the front of her. She's got nothing here. Her face is typical. Like, literally any light-skinned girl looks like her.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Any light-skinned girl looks like her. So I don't get, like, you need to at least be a certain level of attractive to have a certain level of arrogance. But yet these women just be looking like
ghouls and goblins.
Nah. I was just in my head.
Just what? In your head?
Get out of my face is pretty wild. I don't care what you say. There's no coming back after that.
If 80% of women really do only want 20% of men, then why not fight to become one of the 20%?
If 80% of men really do only want 20% of women with no body count, then why not fight to be one of the 20%?
I know, it's like
women.
When women say things, you can tell that, like, they don't understand logic, right? Because historically speaking, I think a lot of women don't understand that a majority of the industries that were created to allow for people to work were created in the last 100 years. Like, y'all don't understand anything about history. Like, women don't understand anything about history. To become one of that 20 percentile, either you would have to be a part of one of the industries that was making money for all of that time, which means, you know, old money, right? And we know what old money was, like people that owned slaves, right? Had people picking cotton, all of that. You would either have to be a part of the old money group, or you would have to be a part of the new money group, which is like all these new created businesses, or whether it's cryptocurrency, right? Or whether it's Instagram or YouTube or whatever, right? Old money and new money, there isn't a lot of that out there. To have old money, you would have needed to be there to make old money. To have new money, you would need to have a way into these new type of industries. But these women are here being like, well, 80% of men just need to crowd themselves into either the old money group or the new money industry. How can we do that when there isn't the space to do so?
Do math. 2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Like, you're still going to need people to work 9 to 5s. You're still going to need people to do all the jobs that keep everything running, like, I don't know, PG&E, or like the trash man, or like public transportation. You're going to need people to do that, right? If everybody just starts thinking, oh, fuck that, I got to be at 20%, then who does those jobs?
You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die. Think, Mark, think.
Instead of seeing that 20% as a reason to give up, you use it as a wake-up call to become the kind of man that you'd actually be proud of.
Instead of seeing that 20% as a reason to give up and sleep around, you use it as a wake-up call to become the kind of woman that you would actually be proud of.
By seeing women as people, not as prizes.
Because then men will see you as people and not human sex toy prizes.
And social proof. Women subconsciously think, okay, if people like him, then he must be worth knowing.
Second, social proof. Men subconsciously think, okay, if high-value people like her, then she must be worth knowing.
Third, master connection. The top 20% aren't just attractive. They know how to make women feel safe, seen, and actually enjoy being around women.
Third, master connection. The top 20% aren't just attractive. They know how to make men feel respected, submitted to, and actually enjoy being around men.
Making women turn around and want to put in effort to get to know you. That's the skill, and you can learn it.
Making men turn around and want to get to know you because you're a traditional feminine woman that respects herself, that's the skill, and you should learn it.
This is just an ad for hypergamy, isn't it?
Of course it is, man, because like women, they just talk. They don't actually think about like the reciprocation of what they're saying, bro. They don't think it, right? Because she's here talking about this 20 percentile of guys that also know how to communicate it. The majority of the 20 percentile of guys don't know how to communicate at all. Like, she's full of shit.
You niggas is just retarded.
The majority of dudes that have a lot of money, they don't know how to communicate. They don't need to communicate. They just need to throw their resources in the bitch's face, and the resources will do the communicating for them. Like, that's why I'm like, women don't even know. Like, they give advice that is completely false, bro. It's completely false. She's here trying to act like as if it's like, oh, well, when you get to this 20 percentile, right, you're going to know how to dress better and talk to women better. And that's not how that works, bro. Because you know who actually knows how to talk to women better than anybody? It's the broke niggas.
It's more of a symbol than a gesture.
The niggas that don't have a single dollar to their account, yet they can get a bitch to not only take care of him, but to pay for all of his shit, and she'll let him move into his spot. And those are the niggas that know how to talk to females. Why? Because they don't need nothing to get that woman to give them everything. That's the skill.
You got me.
That's not a 20 percentile nigga, okay? Those are just hood niggas. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Shut up, man! Just become a top-tier man. Going by her numbers, you need to become an 8 out of 10 man to qualify for 2 out of 10 women. It's insane.
We went on 3 dates pretty quickly, and after the 3rd date, he was planning on going on a trip on his own. Then he asked if I wanted to join for part of it. I signed up for 2 weeks in Utah on a hiking trip with this guy. One of the first mornings after I had breakfast, I left.
Hold up. Before she finishes, I just want to say this, okay? This girl is talking like she's bad.
Oh, here we go again. Is that what niggas is calling the short bus kids now?
I'm just gonna keep it a bad. Like, the way you can tell by her mannerisms and the way she's talking, and she's got like makeup on and the way things, like, she's talking like she's bad. Bitch, you just an Indian, bro. Like, I know how that sounds, but I'm keeping it a band. Anybody that like is hearing my words know that I'm speaking the truth. Bitch, you look just like any Indian, bro.
That's not an opinion, it's a fact.
You know what I mean? You look like flies on my food Indian. You know, I hate when flies on my food Indians be talking like they bad. stupid. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I left my plate in the sink and didn't put it in the dishwasher yet because I needed to log into work. We were still working remotely. And he walked over to the sink and goes, "Oh, I thought you said you were neat. Why didn't you put this plate away?" Like, my jaw dropped.
It takes 3 seconds to put it in the dishwasher, miss, which is what a neat person would have done.
What I say? She's the flies on my food Indian, nigga. Cause I ain't gonna lie, it takes no time to put the shit in the sink, bro. It takes no time to put, like, and this is exactly, you gonna claim you neat. And then the moment that you get to prove yourself, you fail.
Women.
Man, get your ass back to the fucking streets making them fucking flies all over my food.
I hope you niggas enjoyed the video. But even if you didn't, don't forget to like and subscribe or I'ma shit on your carpet. It's your boy Walt. Catch you in the next video.
Game and I plan on winning. Routine walk.